The best of money matters. Right Business.
Welcome to The Right Business, where we dive deep into the stories of trailblazers who dare to disrupt the status quo, find the gap in the market to find the right business. Hello, I'm your host, Hongbin Jeong. Now, renewable energy is a key to a sustainable future, powering everything from homes and businesses to entire cities. But one of the biggest challenges in the clean energy transition is ensuring a reliable power supply when the sun isn't shining or the wind isn't blowing. Energy storage systems play a crucial role in solving this challenge, helping to store access to renewable energy and deliver it when needed. However, traditional battery technologies come with limitations, whether it's concerns over lifespan, safety, or environmental impact. So this is where VFlowTech comes in. With a vision to make long-duration energy storage more affordable and scalable, VFlowTech is pioneering vanadium redox flow battery technology, and their solutions are designed to tackle the intermittency of renewable energy while offering a safer, more sustainable, and longer-lasting alternative to conventional batteries. So to find out more, joining us today is Arjun Bhattarai, who is the CTO and co-founder of VFlowTech. Arjun, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me on this show.
Thank you so much for joining us, Arjun. Just to kickstart off our interview here, what specific challenges did you see that led to the creation of your company?
As you can see, the renewable energy cost declined drastically over the decade, and it is quite affordable to use today compared to conventional electricity that comes from a fossil fuel. So therefore, VFT was founded in 2018 to address those challenges. Mostly you can use renewable, but they are intermittent, so they are available for your daytime, for example, solar for 4 to 5 hours a day, but they are not available in night, and also in the daytime, it's quite fluctuating, so that creates the intermittency. To solve this problem and to ensure that we supply 24/7 reliable and cost-effective energy, we started this company to commercialize energy storage technology.
I see. Well, VFlowTech has reinvented vanadium redox flow battery technology to make long-duration energy storage more accessible. Could you walk us through your product offerings and what makes your batteries kind of different from the ones, traditionally used?
So traditional batteries that you can often hear is lithium-ion batteries or lead-acid batteries. Flow battery are different. So basically they are like your car where power and energy are separate. So your engine is basically defines how much power you need, and the car, the fuel tank defines how much petrol you add and how long you can drive. Similarly, flow battery, they have a power and energy are separated. So the longer, more energy capacity or more fuel or more electrolyte you add in the battery, the longer duration you can discharge it. So in terms of products, so it is quite flexible to design. So today we have either containerized solutions, non-containerized solutions. So containerized meaning a standard shipping container like 20-footer, 40-footer standard containers that can give you 500 kilowatt hour, 1 megawatt hour. So those and bigger sizes are available in a standard shipping container. For a specific customer where there are infrastructure projects, like for example in Jurong Island there are a lot of tanks, and many other customers may have their own existing tanks where we can use these tanks to store vanadium electrolyte for the energy capacity, and we can build the open system based on the area and space available to customize the energy and capacity. So that's how the battery is designed. So it's quite flexible. And in terms of the difference, as you asked, so the main difference of flow battery compared to conventional lithium and lead acid batteries are they have very long life, more than 20,000 cycles or more than 25 years of life. The battery does not degrade like you hear in lithium-ion or other batteries. The performance is stable over the lifetime, and they are extremely safe because they are water-based chemistry, so there is no risk of flammability and fire risk. So these are the specific advantages of this technology compared to conventional battery technologies. On VFlowTech, if we compare with other manufacturers, one of the key IP or the benefit we have is our battery electrolyte is quite stable. So the battery works in a wide temperature range ranging from -15 all the way to 55 degrees C. So it gives a stable performance over this temperature range, and it is also quite scalable and customizable as per the customer needs. So these are the differentiation.
I see. Well, the Power Cube is marketed as a dependable, safe, and long-lasting energy storage solution. So what are its key features, and how does it compare to other energy storage technologies currently available?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, the life is extremely long. They have more than 25 years of life or 20,000 cycles. So that makes very suitable to have projects together with solar and other renewable sources and deploy in remote places where the maintenance and servicing requirement is less. The battery has very low degradation, so it does not suffer from this weather effect and all this. It's quite stable. The performance remains stable, and there is flexibility to scale the solution. The high temperature tolerance going all the way to 55 degrees C allows the battery to be very suitable for tropical countries like Singapore and other countries in Southeast Asia and also in the Middle East. So that's different. It is sustainable because the recyclability is very high, and other technology is the main advantage is safety. So it's very safe. It does not burn. There is no flame risk. So that's a benefit of this technology compared to other available technologies today.
I see. Well, VRFBs are also known for their abilities to scale. Could you explain how Power Cube's modularity allows it to be customized for different applications from, small microgrids to large utility scale projects?
Yeah, so basically a small microgrid where the power requirement will be less and energy capacity is less, we can deploy in a small container or even an open system as well. So the power and energy can be easily customized and designed in battery in containers, shippable containers. For the larger system, like we can combine multiple containers to increase the power and energy demand of the customer for microgrids. The other way is that if there are remote places where the logistic part are difficult, we can also customize battery and build at the customer site as well. The battery is quite flexible. It can charge from solar, it can charge from wind, it can also charge from grid, conventional grid, even from diesel. It can discharge to various loads. So it's a seamless operation, and it has been designed for a different microgrid to adopt.
I see. Well, your batteries also have an impressive lifespan of 25 years, as you mentioned earlier, and they're fully recyclable. What design innovations enable such longevity, and how does the recycling process work?
Yeah, you heard right. So the recyclability of vanadium flow battery is more than 99%, which is higher than any other technology available today. The main reason is the electrolyte, which is in the liquid form, stored in the tank. It is basically vanadium ions stored in positive and negative tanks. So basically the vanadium comes from mining or other secondary refining. It is used in the steel industry. So this vanadium during the charging and discharging process, they do not degrade. So they remain intact. And in the event of any kind of cross-mixing between the positive and negative tank, there is no detrimental effect because the origin is same. So that's the beauty of vanadium. It does not degrade over time, and even after the battery life, the electrolyte can be reused for the battery, or also we can just go through simple chemical process, leaching process to get the vanadium back and use in other industries. So it's so easy to recycle. The other part is basically the reaction, where we call a stack, the electrodes. So the reaction happens in the electrodes, but these electrodes are not consumed. They do not participate in the reaction. So therefore, even after the 25, 30 years of life, these electrodes are not degraded. Therefore, the battery life is so long. That's the fundamental reason. And the power does not fade because of this reason, because there is no consumed part in the reaction process. And in terms of recycling, as I said, electrolyte can be easily reused or we can recover the vanadium back. For the balance of the system, it is basically metal containers, plastic tanks, electrical components, which we can simply go through the normal processes that is already established in the industry. So therefore, more than 99% of the components are recyclable today.
I see. Well, your energy storage systems, they've already been deployed in various locations worldwide. Could you share more about your key projects in Singapore, such as Hongbin and Jeong Island installations?
Yeah, sure. We have deployed our system to more than 10 countries today, and this will continue to grow over time. In Singapore, in terms of larger project, we have done one project in Pulau Ubin. So Ubin was basically running purely on generator before 2013. In November 2013, we developed a project together with our customer, EDPR. to have a microgrid developed with solar PV, about 350 kilowatt solar PV, and then a battery of 1 megawatt hour with the full automated control system developed. Since then, it's running purely on solar PV and battery. So the battery charges in the daytime for 5 to 6 hours, and then it discharges continuously for 16 to 18 hours in a day. And it's a continuous use of charge and discharge. And it powers all the residentials in Ovin and also a telecom tower from Singtel. So that's how it is done. So since operation, it has completely switched off the use of diesel generator. Occasionally, yes, when there is a cloud environment, there might be some operation, but it is completely reduced the use of diesel generator, and there is a huge saving in terms of economics, as well as the carbon footprint has been drastically reduced. In terms of Jurong Island, the idea was how to scale flow battery in lesser footprint. So one of the approach we did in Jurong Island was to use metal tanks, where they are vertical tanks, tall tanks, and less footprint taken. So we use this tank to put with inert material and store the vanadium inside. And then we develop the battery in the premises of our customer in Jurong Island. So basically, it is a hybrid solar and grid connected system, and it is one of the innovative way to scale flow battery in vertical direction, so that less footprint and bigger energy capacity. It is currently being used for powering customers' chemical pumps and other renewable integration as well. And also we are exploring to use that for demand response application.
I see. Well, before we let you go here, Arjun, what else can we look forward to from VFlowTech? Are you planning to introduce new products or initiatives?
Yes, so typically we are, as Jurong Island has been successfully commissioned, we are looking to scale our technology for such infrastructure-based projects. So we are working on a 40 megawatt hour project in Jurong Island to scale. So currently it's in the design and planning stage. So probably next year you will see our largest flow battery probably in this region is running in Jurong Island. And that's we are looking to. And also for infrastructure-based project and where customer has a space that can be best utilized, we are developing flow battery around it. So these are something we are working on, and we are also working on a project to store batteries underground.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Arjun, for joining me today.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. That was Arjun Bhattarai, who is a CTO and co-founder of VFlowTech. This has been The Right Business with me, Hongbin Jeong.
To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.